If you are new to the channel, then subscribe the channel and press the bell icon for further notification. Okay student, welcome you all to this new lecture in basic level where we are solving previous year Tripura University question for diploma first year on vectors. So today we will solve question number 1 to question number 5. Okay, then let's try to solve these questions. Student, in question number 1, what is asked? Find the projection of A on B. So we have discussed it in theory how to find projection of A on B. It was A dot B and it is projection on B, so B will be in the denominator. So there is no confusion. On what it should lie? So that should be in the denominator because before on B it should be. So B should be below. So B, on B it will come. So it is A dot B. So I told you how to take dot. So let me write it 2i minus j plus k. Then dotted with I minus 2j plus k. Then magnitude of B is under root this square plus this square plus this square. 1 square plus minus 2 square plus. All this we have explained in theory. This is 4 plus 1 plus 5, that is root 6. And if you dot it here 2 dot 2 2, then minus minus plus 2, minus 2 plus 1, then plus 1 plus 1 plus 1. So it is 5 by root 6. That is your answer. Now if you come to question number 2, show that these points are the vertices of a right angle triangle. So if we have a right angle triangle, you don't know which point is which one is ABC. Let me write arbitrarily, suppose P, Q, R, and the points are here. This is actually position vectors. It is given in terms of this. They can write say point also, or they can also say position vector. I told you position vector is nothing but you think is as a point. Okay. So suppose of if I take this is as a axis, so this is your position vector, this is the vector, this is your Q position. What is PQ then? I told you it is Q minus P. So you calculate all these sides. So if two sides are perpendicular, means any two sides they should be at right angle, so the dot should be 0. Any two dot, if it is 0, then it is done. So let me calculate PQ. What will be PQ? Will be Q vector minus P vector, that is OQ. Nothing is mentioned means OQ, that is position vector. Nothing is mentioned means if it is silent, that means OP. O is the origin. So it is actually position vectors, or you can say it is a point. So 1 minus 2, that is minus 1i, 1 minus 2, then it is minus 3 minus minus 1. So minus 3 plus 1, that is minus 2j, and then minus 5 minus 1, minus 6k. Similarly, you can find QR. I am directly writing it. If you find QR, it will be 2r minus j plus k. So QR is r minus q. This minus d, if you do 3 minus 1, 2, you can see. So similarly, you can find, and then last one is PR vector. PR is r minus p. So if you do 3 minus 2, then it is I, then minus 3j, minus 4 minus 1 minus 5k. Now you take dots of any two. Suppose PQ dot QR. Any two dot, if it is 0, then there will be perpendicular. Any one perpendicular, that means it is a right angle triangle, because one angle will be perpendicular. So if you take dot of these two, that is 2 into minus 1, that is minus 2, minus 1 into minus 1, that is plus 2, and it is minus 6, which is not equal to 0. That means then next you can take PQ dot PR. So minus 1 minus 1 minus 1, minus 2 minus 3 plus 6, minus 6 plus minus 5, that is plus 30, which is also not equal to 0. Next you take QR into PR dot PR. So 2 into 1 2, minus 3 into minus 1 plus 3, plus 5 into plus 1, minus 5 into plus 1, that is which is equal to 0. Therefore QR is perpendicular to PR. Therefore it is a right angle triangle. It is a right angle triangle. It is proved. Because one angle is 90 means they are right angle triangle. A is this, B is this, then find A cross B, A dot B. So you think A dot B we have already done. Cross is IJK. Then it is, so how to write? It is A1, A2, A3, B1, B2, B3. So 3 minus 2, 5, and it is 2, 5 minus 6. I told you, I will show you how to expand this one. This is known as determinant. So first you take any row, generally we take IJK here. So this one. So first I, then if you take this I, so you have to switch off this row and this column, because I is in this row and in this column. So you stop these two. So what is left with you, you do with that. So these two are left. So your answer will be minus 6 into minus 2, that is this into this always. Always this minus this. Always this comes first, then this. So minus 2 into minus 6, or should I write it first? Then minus 5 into 5. This is with I. Next for J, this is always you remember plus minus plus. For I it was plus, for J it will be minus. Now this row and this column will be hidden. So now what is left? 3 into minus 6, then minus 5 into 2. So this is the way to calculate determinant. And last, if you go for the last row, plus minus plus, then that will be stopped. So 3 into 5, 15, 3 into 5 minus 2 into 2. So this one if you do now, I think you will, if you do finally, I am directly writing it, minus 13i plus 28j plus 19k. Check the calculations. I think this should be your answer. Next, if you want to find a dot b, that we have already seen. Dot dot means a1 will be dotted with a2. So 3 into 1, 3. Then 1 into lambda, this one, 3 into 2, 6. Then minus 2 into minus 5, that is minus 10. Then 5 into minus 6, that is minus 30. So if you do it, it will be minus 34. Now if you come to question number 4, find the value of lambda for which these vectors are perpendicular. Because they are perpendicular, a vector is perpendicular to b vector, then a dot b is 0. Therefore, if it is perpendicular, then it should be 0, because dot is cos theta, cos 90 is 0. So this dot should be 0. So if you do this dot, it will be 3 into 1, then plus 1 into lambda, that is lambda, then plus minus 2 into minus 3, that is 6, should be 0, which implies your lambda should be equal to minus 9, minus 6 minus 3 minus 9. So this is your answer. Now if you come to question number 5, find the unit vector parallel to the resultant of these two vectors. Now how to find resultant? I told you, if you have a vector, b vector, suppose this is a vector and this is another vector b, so you bring that vectors together. So I bring, because vector shifting is possible, so I bring this vector together. So the resultant is this one. And what is this vector? This is your resultant vector r, which is nothing but a plus b. So resultant is always a plus b. I have shown you the parallelogram. This one is a plus b. In complex also this one is z1 plus z2. So this is a plus b vector. So your resultant will be simply plus of these two. So let me find first resultant vector. 4 plus 2, 6i, then 2 plus 1, 3j, then minus 5 plus 3, that is minus 2k. Now if you want to find unit vector, they have asked you unit vector parallel to resultant vector. So this is your resultant vector. Now you have to find a vector which is parallel to this, but it should be unit. So the direction should be same. Suppose I shift it there, but the magnitude should be 1. So how to find unit vector in this direction? In same direction. So you divide by its magnitude. You take out its magnitude from it. Then you will left with only direction. Divide by under root 6 square plus 3 square plus minus 2 square. So if you do this one, I think you will get 1 by 7, 6i plus 3j minus 2k. So this is the r cap they are asking. Unit vector, that's why cap. Normal vector, this arrow. If it is unit vector, then we generally mention with it cap. If you like the video, then press the like button and please give your valuable comments in the comment section.